into a state of shock. There was just police everywhere.
The gun was loaded. This was the worst pain I've ever had.
And I just didn't care.
I had a nervous breakdown.
I started not coming home from school.
I couldn't accept the fact that my kid was going to be out there by themselves.
It's an unexplainable feeling.
They kicked him and they hit him and they punched him and they did everything.
I want answers. I want to know why.
I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to do nothing.
I don't want another parent to go through what I went through.
The things that we choose to do, it affects everybody.
The city of Peoria has recorded that 16 homicides.
Homicide numbers are way too high. I got man down.
A single gunshot wound to the head.
No more violence in the city. We live here. The children have a right to play in the streets. Okay, it's over. This isn't going to be tolerated anymore. We're not going to put up with it.
920 American, 9106 North Lindbergh, EMS on the way. There's a female down, unresponsive.
I've been on the job in the city of Peoria for going on 10 years. Currently in the Don't Shoot program task force, and currently seeking to get guns off the street.
The Don't Shoot team is comprised of 16 officers, a sergeant, and a lieutenant.
I know what the dangers are, and I'm not saying I'm fearless, but it's what I love to do, and I enjoy doing it.
You know, I've heard this. There are places in Peoria the police won't even go. There is no place in the city that we're afraid to go.
Me and my brother, we was closer than ever. In the world so cold, he'd always throw me a sweater. Every time we together, I was go so fast. When they took him away, it hurt so bad. I could still hear his voice.
David Kennedy had written a book, Don't Shoot. And David Kennedy is a professor, director of the criminal justice program at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice.
In Kennedy's book, Don't Shoot, the terminology for this is the moral voice of the communities.
It involves us all. If it doesn't do anything except generate a conversation on the subject, that's a step towards solving the problem of too many shootings.
Don't Shoot is the story of how law enforcement and communities can help each other.
Just doing what we've done isn't going to work. You know, locking more and more people up isn't the answer.
I think the family involvement in putting pressure on the individuals that we're targeting, that the bad guys, that the gang members know that there are people that love them and they don't want them doing what they have to do. It's an approach that says we're aware of what you do. We're aware of what you're doing to our community. The community says it has to end.
You never know where the bullet's going. I went to a funeral of an 8-year-old. He was sleeping in his bed on a mattress on the floor, and a stray bullet. He's gone. Now that's crazy. And for us to sit by and do nothing, shame on us.
Peoria County Coroner says Adrian Ortega died from a single gunshot wound to the head.
Whenever he hung up the phone, he said he loved me. He walked out the door and just came back in 5 minutes ago. He would still say, I love you. And it's hard. I wait for him to walk in the house. I just wait for his smile. Just miss him.
An innocent child getting killed because of someone else's nonsense. I don't care how many times you hear the gunshots. I don't care how many times you witness a drive-by, you witness a killing or a shooting. It's just something that a person would never get, I can't get used to.
It's something to sit in a jail and watch your kids come in to visit you, and then they have to leave and you have to stay.
I want people to really, truly understand the violence that is out there.
It's just starting to become too easy to say somebody got shot. There are healthy ways to resolve conflicts.
If we could get our worst criminals in Peoria to put the guns down and being the kind of person that contributes to society, not tears it down, we all benefit by that.
There is a way outside of drugs and gangs and violence.
Once we get everybody on board and recognizing the needs for the community,
we're doing something about it. We're going to involve the kids.
We're going to have to band together like you see it right now and tell these kids that's wrong. Nobody told us it was wrong.
Every man to step up, take care of another man, to help another man pull him up out the ditch.
And I'm excited. I'm optimistic about our community.
this can last as long as the community holds it together.
It's about everybody in Peoria, and everybody in Peoria should embrace this.
They need a lot of help out there. Them young kids really do. People who care.
The streets need to know that it's not gonna be tolerated.
That box he was in the one they brought out to church. Was my daddy asleep? How come they put it in dirt? Bunch of flowers and food, bunch of cards and letters. Saw his face on the shirt, said he'll live forever.